Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for PSY-45 Resource Methods for Saturday, October 7th. Just going to go over a few items and reminders like I always do to help you stay on top of things. So let's get started. First up here is that your component 2 of your APA style literature review paper, the outline is still open for submission. The final deadline to submit is tomorrow, this coming Sunday, October 8th by 11:59 p.m. Do remember, per the information you'll find at the bottom of the instructions for the outline and also in the instructions for the submission area there, that there are deductions for late submissions. It's 10% off the top for being late, then it's 5% additional for every 24-hour period after that. And after 72 hours from the original due day and time, which was on Thursday of this week, you won't be able to submit it all. So that again makes that tomorrow, Sunday, October 8th by 11:59 p.m. So make sure you get it in by that time. And just a few reminders about the outline in case you haven't done it yet. Make sure you incorporate any feedback you got from part 1 of the paper there. Some of you had issues with the APA style and formatting of your references, so please make sure you clean all that up, because in the feedback I gave you, I made that really easy for you to do, so do incorporate that. And also make sure you cite all of your references at least one time. You should have 10 references that are peer-reviewed research articles at a minimum. You need to cite each one of them at least once, and make sure that you do not cite sources that are not found in your references. This outline is to help you craft and write your final literature review paper, that is component 3. So your literature review is going to be about the sources you found, that is as detailed in your list of references, and it's not going to be about things you don't have in your references. So make sure that you're careful about doing that there, and make sure that you're careful not to just present block after block of quotes from your references as the material and the content you present in your outline. Some quoting, of course, is totally okay, but I don't want to see nothing but quotes, because that's quoting isn't writing, and so that's a problem. So be careful with that. And do remember, you'll find all the instructions you need for a component to the outline in the dedicated APA Literature Review module on our Canvas course page. Just scroll down past Unit 5, so go down past Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath 5, at the bottom of our course page, you'll see the APA module. Open up the instructions for Component 2. At the very top of those instructions, there's a little short how-to video, just like the one I put there for Component 1. Make sure you watch that. It's about 10 minutes. I show and tell you what's available on the instruction page, and just remind you about some things that'll make your life easier and answer a lot of your questions. So make sure you do watch that there. And do take advantage of all the samples that I have there. I put a whole bunch of sample outlines there, so you can just kind of get a real good sense of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So do check that out. And also near the bottom of the instructions, you'll see what's called a rubric. A rubric simply is a grading scheme, how you're going to earn points and how points might be deducted. So make sure you take a look at that so you can avoid any major missteps in your outline there. Also, just a few reminders. Make sure you start your reference page on a new page. That's the way that you should do that there. And you're going to submit, just like you did for the first part. There is a dedicated submission area you'll find there right below the instructions in that APA module. So upload your file there, and a reminder, the file must be in Word. So no PDFs, no Google Docs, Apple Pages, etc. It's got to be a Word file. All of you have free access to Microsoft Word. On any Canvas course page, you'll see a link in the menu there to Office 365, which includes Word. So that's how you can access it there, just in case you didn't already know about that there. So, and be careful that you upload it there, and do not email your submission to me. It must be uploaded. Next up here, just a reminder, we are working on our 3rd unit now, which covers chapters 8, 9, and 10. And this coming week on Friday, your discussion and quiz for chapter 8 are due. Remember that time differential. The discussion is due a bit earlier at 9 p.m. The quiz is due a bit later at 11:59 p.m. And in this chapter here for your discussion, you are going to have to design a very simple between subjects design study. So make sure that you give yourself enough time to do that. I have a really simple example fully detailed for you that you can use as a model for your own. So craft your own submission after that. Just don't copy exactly what I did, because of course that's plagiarism and doesn't count. So make sure you give yourself enough time to plan ahead, look at the instructions. You'll find everything you need to know on how to design your study. Again, it's very simple, but I want you to say some things about it, so make sure that you plan ahead and don't wait to the last minute, or you probably won't have time to do it adequately. Next up here, I did post the feedback from your second exam, so do take a look at that there, especially regarding any comments I made on your 2 short answer essay questions. So make sure you take a look at that. I try to give you some meaningful feedback. Otherwise, that's everything I wanted to say for this time. We have our live session coming up this Tuesday of next week at 11 a.m. as always. Again, it's just open office hours. I do record some comments like this for anybody just to kind of remind them and keep them on top of things. But otherwise, I'm just hanging out there doing some work. And if you drop in, I'll be glad to address any other concerns that you have. So again, it's not a lecture. It's just open office hours, and I'll be there Tuesday at 11 a.m. for the announcement with the Zoom link that I posted there on Canvas. All right, if you need anything in the meantime, reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I will see you in those lecture videos, and I'll see you here next time. Take care until then. Bye-bye.